People admire strong people. The person who always has it together, the one everyone depends on, the one who solves problems, stays calm under pressure, and somehow keeps moving forward no matter what life throws at them. Now, from the outside, strength looks admirable, but almost nobody talks about the hidden cost of always being the strong one. Because after a while, strength can stop being a choice and become your identity. And that's when it becomes dangerous. Being the strong one doesn't usually happen overnight. It develops over time. Maybe you had to grow up faster than everyone else. Maybe people depended on you from a young age. Maybe life forced you to become independent because there wasn't another option. Now, at first, those qualities help you survive. You become responsible, reliable, resilient. But survival strategies don't always make healthy long-term identities. Eventually, people stop asking if you're okay, not because they don't care, but because you've convinced everyone that you'll figure it out. The strongest people aren't always the people who need help the least. They're often the people who ask for it the least, not because they don't need support, but because they spend so long being the support for everyone else. One of the biggest costs of always being the strong one is that you stop letting people truly know you. You become the listener, the fixer, the advisor, the dependable friend, the reliable employee, the responsible family member. Everyone knows they can count on you, but very few people actually know what you're carrying. Over time, you begin to believe that asking for help somehow makes you weak. It doesn't make you weak, it actually makes you human. Here's another hidden cost. When your identity becomes the strong one, resting starts to feel uncomfortable. You feel guilty for slowing down. You apologize for needing a break. You convince yourself that you should be able to handle everything alone. And eventually, exhaustion becomes your normal. That's not strength. That's survival mode. And survival mode isn't meant to be permanent. There's another trap people don't talk about. Sometimes being strong becomes a way of protecting yourself from disappointment. If you never depend on anyone else, no one can let you down. If you never ask for help, no one can say no. If you never become vulnerable, no one can hurt you. But here's the problem. The same walls that keep pain out also keep connection out. The strongest people often don't struggle because they're weak. They struggle because they've convinced themselves they have to carry everything alone. And those are two very different things. One of the hardest lessons you'll ever learn is that strength and self-sufficiency are not the same thing. Real strength isn't pretending that you don't have needs. Real strength isn't refusing support. Real strength is knowing the difference between being capable and believing that you have to do everything yourself. Healthy people don't prove their strength by carrying more. They prove it by knowing what they're no longer willing to carry. If you've always been the strong one, I want you to think about something. Who checks on you? Who knows when you're struggling? Who do you call when life gets heavy? If you don't have an answer to those questions, maybe it's time to stop protecting the image of being strong and start protecting your peace instead. Being the strong one isn't the problem. Believing you have to be strong all the time is. There's a difference, and learning the difference might be one of the healthiest things you'll ever do. People will probably continue seeing you as the strong one, and that's okay. But don't confuse what you do with what you have to be. Strength isn't measured by how much you carry. Sometimes it's measured by what you're finally willing to put down. Because the strongest people aren't the ones that never need help. They're the ones who finally realize that they were never meant to carry the weight of the world alone. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.